Next 7 months will change the world the way we see it, the way we know it. That's because Rahu is going to be in Shatabhishak Nakshatra. Remember what happened 18 years ago, 17, 18 years ago. Rahu was in Shatabhishak 17, 18 years ago, 2007 and 2008. First, we had the housing crisis. 2007, 2008, Lehman Brothers, the fourth largest investment bank, declared bankruptcy. And then there were subprime lending. A lot of these weird lending practices. People were getting loans without having any assets or job or anything to show for it. And so the whole housing market collapsed. Secondly, in 2007, we also had the biggest innovation of our time, at least in the recent times. iPhone was launched, 2007. So this is a period, this is a combination, Rahu in Shatabhishak, where we have absolutely massive innovation that we can't even think about. And then at the same time, there will be breakthroughs, breakdowns as well as breakthroughs. The old systems will not work. There'll be cracks. There'll be revelation of things that are not working. Some hidden secrets will be revealed. So let me explain. First, we'll discuss the Shatabhishak, the Rahu. So this is a 17, 18-year cycle. So Rahu is going to be in Shatabhishak after 18 years. So that's exact same kind of energy will repeat now. So we'll have breakdowns and breakthroughs. First of all, Shatabhishak is ruled by Varuna. Varuna is the lord of cosmic waters. So we'll see a lot of things related to water. Maybe there could be typhoons and stuff like that. Weather-related events could be there, huge events. But more importantly, Varuna also represents the universal law. He's the keeper of the law. He's the lord of truth and morality, and also the hidden realms, like finding out the secrets at the bottom of the ocean. So he will reveal the truth. The truth will be revealed during this transit of Rahu over Shatabhishak. And then we'll also discover huge hidden gems in terms of healing, because water represents healing as well. Varuna is the guardian of secrets. It's the karmic accountability. Okay, and it's the subconscious ocean, is the subconscious mind also. So the hidden gems will be revealed. Subconscious mind will awaken. Whereas Rahu is the rule breaker. See, Varuna is the law keeper and Rahu is the rule breaker. So there's going to be a massive conflict here. Okay, so there'll be disruption. There'll be Maya that will be shattered. There'll be shattering of illusion. There'll be hunger for truth. Secrets will be revealed. So now Rahu will be under Varuna's surveillance, so to speak. So illusions will get exposed. Also, the symbol of Shatabhishak is an empty circle. Empty circle, first, it represents boundaries. Secondly, it's the void. It's the emptiness. It's also like holding secrets and going within and deep introspection. So that's the energy of Shatabhishak. So it demands isolation. It demands going within, awakening the subconscious mind, inner detox in a way. It's the self-honesty. Be truthful to yourself and be honest. And ultimately find your truth. What is your truth? Who are you? What is your purpose? Why you're here? So people will start working on their purpose. This will remove all the superficial aspirations. Now, the Shakti of Shatabhishak is Bheshad Shakti. That means the power to heal. And Shatabhishak itself, the word means 100 physicians. So there'll be massive breakthroughs in healthcare. And not just physical health, it's also going to be breakthroughs in mental healthcare. So physical, mental, emotional healthcare will be revolutionized. Okay. And Rahu channels this obsessive energy to find new solutions. So there'll be a release of a lot of trauma. Past life trauma will be released. There'll be innovation in alternative medicine and psychological breakthroughs, massive innovation in that area. But Rahu knows no fear. There is no holding back when it comes to Rahu's domain. So Rahu will expose a lot of buried secrets. A lot of things will come to surface. We will be surprised. Could be even the extraterrestrial beings will be among us. They'll be exposed. People will start seeing the truth. And at the same time, there'll be some scandals that will be revealed. Just like the 2007 and 2008 crisis, the housing crisis was revealed. The underlying cracks in the system will be revealed. There'll be karmic debts, there'll be trauma, ancestral trauma, past life trauma that will come to surface and will be released because of the Varuna's blessings. But we have to go past the illusion. We have to go beyond the Maya that we've been living in at every level, in every aspect of our life. Of course, we'll discuss all the 12 rising signs, and that actually dictates where those illusions will be shattered in your life, which area of life you'll see the clarity more than the others. But in general, this period will reveal a lot of hidden secrets for good. And see, Aquarius is also the sign of the latest technology. So we'll see huge breakthroughs, as if we haven't seen already, in AI, in the future technology, maybe in the VR, or healing remotely, VR therapy or mental health technology will really take off. There'll be biohacking, or data will be the king. We'll mine data like never before. The sheer amount, the scale of data that we'll be able to explore will be massive. But again, we got to be cautious. We do not want to worship technology. We want to use technology and use AI and all of that consciously, in a very conscious manner, ethical manner, morally. It should be helpful for the humanity. So there'll be collective ego will crash, but collective healing will arise. So instead of people fighting, like one faction fighting with the other, there'll be collective healing, how we can work together to heal the planet, to heal ourselves and move forward. Now, here are some of the remedies that all of us can do, irrespective of your rising sign or the moon sign or the sun sign, anything. First of all, you have to be radically honest. You have to be honest with yourself, who you are, find your purpose. Really, I cannot overemphasize how important it is for us to know who we are, our strengths and weaknesses, so that we work towards our strengths and take care of the weaknesses also. So there'll be no spiritual bypassing anymore. You can't just pretend that I'm doing this thing, this job, just to get by. You have to be brutally honest with yourself. Second remedy is, because look at the symbol of Shatabhishak, that is an empty circle. So there could be a lot of isolation during these 7 months, December 1st through 30th of June 2026, based on the true nodes, Rahu Ketu's true node motion. And so these 7 months, do journaling. You'll be alone by yourself and start writing your experiences. Even when you sleep and get up in the morning, try to write down your dreams, the things that you visualized while you were sleeping. So start doing journaling. That's going to be very therapeutic. Then, of course, Shatabhishak ruled by Varuna. Varuna is the ruler of the cosmic waters. So remedies related to water. You can chant the mantra for Varuna. You can offer water to sun god, to the other gods, to Shivalingam. Of course, the Shiva remedy is very powerful. And then you can literally spend time near the water bodies. Go sit by the lake or at the beach and do some meditation. And then you can do Abhishek on Shivalingam. You can chant the mantras, Om Namah Shivaya. It's any mantra for Shiva. See, Shiva is the one who drank halal, the poison, and Aquarius represents that halal, that poison. So the more we can worship Lord Shiva, the better it is. It's going to heal us from within, because the whole theme of Shatabhishak is healing 100 physicians. So there'll be massive amounts of healing. And then, of course, it's a very Vata-provoking transit. Rahu is the most Vata planet, and Aquarius is the most Vata sign. And so they're made for each other, but excess of Vata. So that means you want to do a lot of breath work, a lot of pranayam, do a lot of Anulom Vilom pranayam, or whichever suits your body, your constitution. You can also do a digital detox. Stay away from technology if you can for a while. See, first is, don't let Rahu hijack your mind through technology. There will be massive innovation. So focus on creating something powerful, new innovation in technology, using technology in your business, in anything that you do. But at the same time, also, once in a while, step away and do the digital detox. Then, because health is a huge theme, so you want to do lots of charity for healthcare, mental health, any mental institutions, and also advocacy. So help people with their health, with their mental health, physical health, and of course, helping people in crisis or who are suffering. So health-related charity or volunteer work or donation and things like that will go a long way. That's going to be huge remedy for this 7-month powerful transit. Then, of course, Aquarius ruled by Saturn, and wherever Rahu sits, it gives energy to its dispositor. So Rahu in Aquarius will be giving energy to Saturn. Saturn is all powerful. Saturn is the ruler, the lord of this whole transit. Worship Lord Shani. On my website, there's bharat.astroveda.com. There's a section called Planetary Remedies. Check out the remedies for Saturn. And of course, all the things that Shani Maharaj governs. Be disciplined, have a routine, do this bhava of service, seva. Shani Bhagwan loves helping other people, and do grounding exercises. So all of the, and then of course the mantras for Shani Maharaj. You can do fasting on Saturdays, go to the Shani Mandir temple on Saturday and Monday, the Shiva temples. And then of course, feed the things that Rahu likes, which is innovation, as I mentioned. Work on creating something powerful. You never know what you might come up with. And then also go deep into esoteric stuff and healing and astrology and things like that, that will heal yourself and then heal the planet. First of all, Aries rising, Aries Lagna, or Aries moon sign. Now you can see this transit both from Lagna rising sign or from moon sign, but the purpose is different. I explain that in every video. If you want to see the external manifestation, the practical reality in the external life, then you want to see from the rising sign. If you want to see the results in your mind, emotionally, how you feel the transit, then you see from the moon sign. So you can see from both. So first of all, Aries sign. For Aries, Rahu is transiting through your 11th house in the sign of Aquarius. First, actually watch the intro section. Very powerful discussion and also lots of remedies. So there is two sections, intro section and the remedy section. Watch both of these if you want to get maximum out of this transit. And that applies to all the rising signs or the moon signs. Now coming back to the Aries rising or Aries moon sign. This transit, Rahu will be in the Shatabhishak Nakshatra for 7 months in your 11th house. So it will shatter illusions related to the 11th house. It'll show you brutal honesty. It'll reveal some secrets. Some hidden things will be revealed, but also at the same time, there'll be massive innovation and breakthroughs. I call this breakdown and breakthrough. This is what Rahu in Shatabhishak does. Breakdown of the old ways of doing things, breakdown of any hidden secrets. Those will be revealed. Again, watch the intro section. You really want to understand the energy of Varuna, the Shatabhishak, and Rahu in Aquarius. And first of all, the fake friendships will dissolve. You'll lose a lot of friends during this transit. Trust me, you got to be ready for that, to let go of all the superficial friendships that you thought were like lifelong friends or really close friends or honest friends. The illusion will shatter. You'll see the real face of your true friends and those who are not true. Secondly, your desires will dissolve. If you have any superficial desires, this period will actually really, it may be painful or hurtful, but this period will confront you with the reality as to what desires are real, what desires are needed, required, holistic, and what desires are not serving you. So you got to be ready to let go of a lot of your wants and wishes and all of that are not serving you for the long term. Thirdly, your idea about your finances will be transformed. The way you make money, you'll have to have brutal honesty, very honest in your financial dealings, but also how you make money, your living. 11th house is the money you earn on a monthly basis from your work, from your profession. That's the 10th house, because 11th is the second house from the 10th house. What this will reveal is you will discover the true way of making money based on your strengths, your purpose. So you'll align your income with your purpose, with your strength, who you are, not just doing a job. So those things will be shattered. Or actually, so when I say shattered, it's not negative. It is actually breakdown and then breakthrough. You'll discover new way, the powerful way that is aligned with your being, with your birth, with your incarnation. Then actually, because friendships will dissolve, a lot of superficial friendships will dissolve, you would want to go into solitude. So you'll have a lot of these, you'll make friends with yourself, okay? You'll love being by yourself. And then Varuna will bring healing. Varuna will reveal the secrets. So by the end of this period, you will have a lot of clarity as to long-term how you want to make money. Who are your true friends? But also, this is a period you really want to use a lot of technology. And this will be perfect period if you do anything online on the social media. Just think outside the box. Sky is the limit. So I'm not saying just be on social media all day without any purpose. Put out your strengths, your gifts that you have reach out to the masses to help to solve the problems of the humanity. See, the Rahu in the 11th house is the perfect man. Rahu loves being in the 11th house. So it'll give you huge blessings throughout this transit, not just during the phase in Shatabhishak, then the next phase also. But what's happening is Rahu in the 11th house will first shatter all the illusions. But 11th house is all about the social media, the masses, the network, the reaching out to people and mass. And Rahu is the planet for that. Rahu is Maya, illusion. It creates this illusion, this giant. Everything with Rahu is giant. It's big, it's massive. So this is a period you really want to grow your social network, but with a meaning, with something that has a purpose, with a purpose of healing the humanity, healing yourself. That's Varuna, that's Shatabhishak. So this is very powerful transit for you. And essentially, you will discover your karmic tribe, your karmic brothers and sisters, whom you connect at a very deep soul level. So these, you will forge alliances that will remain with you for the rest of your life or even beyond this life. You'll find your soulmates who are on this path together with you to heal the humanity. So massive breakthroughs are possible, including income also. You'll discover new ways of making money that are sustainable and that are compatible with your personality, with your DNA, with your purpose. And watch the intro section. We discussed more remedies. And of course, on my website, there's a section called Planetary Remedies. Chant lots of mantras for Rahu, for Shani, and for Shiva Maharaj. So these three deities are governing this Rahu transit in Shatabhishak. Rahu in Shatabhishak for Taurus rising or Taurus moon sign. You can see this transit both from the rising sign or the moon sign. Purpose is different. If you want to see the external reality and practically how this may impact your life externally, then you want to see it from the rising sign. If you want to see emotionally how this transit will impact you at a very deep emotional level, then you can see from the moon sign. So you can see from both. Now, watch the intro section first and watch the remedies section. So the first two sections, very powerful, very important. These 7 months will change everything for Taurus rising or Taurus moon sign. So Rahu will be transiting through your 10th house in the Nakshatra of Shatabhishak. And so these 7 months first, they will transform your career. Now, I always say this, for this transit, there will be breakdown and then there will be breakthrough. So there is a possibility you may even change your career. You may lose your job, but then there'll be breakthrough. You'll find something that's really aligned with your purpose. So that is the whole idea. For Taurus sign, I cannot overemphasize how important it is for you to now align your career, your profession with your purpose. You cannot live in this illusion anymore. You cannot ignore your strengths. You cannot ignore the calling. You cannot ignore the purpose, the DNA that you were born with. Okay. So find your strengths, find your passion, find your purpose. And then that is what Rahu is, dissolving all the illusions about your profession, about your career. Secondly, this may also impact your public image. There may be some secrets revealed. There may be some hidden things that may come to surface. So be very careful, be very ethical, be very moral when it comes to dealing with public, your public image, all of that. Because Rahu will, not Rahu, but the Rahu and Varuna combination. Varuna will reveal all the hidden secrets. Varuna is the keeper. He's the law. He's the one who upholds the dharma, the law. And Rahu is the one who actually is fearless. It brings you face to face with any Maya illusion there may be. So don't be surprised if your public image is going through a big transformation. Okay. And then your whole public identity will shift. That may be challenged. You may think you're yourself as somebody in the society, this and this, but then things may change. And then one good recommendation is, one good way of looking at it is, think of yourself as a healer when it comes to work. Now, I'm not saying you go and become an energy healer, become a this and that. No. What I'm saying is, any profession that you do, first of all, as we discussed, find your passion, find your true career profession that aligns with your purpose. Once you found that, then within that profession, become a healer, as in you are healing first yourself, you're healing yourself. See, we spend 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours working every day. So those should be therapeutic. Those should not be affecting our health in a negative manner. Those should actually be healing ourselves. So be a healer. When you're working, you should be happy. And then with your work, try to see avenues how you can make an impact in the society. So no matter, and you can make an impact in any profession you are in. It can be any mundane or any kind of a non-spiritual, you may think, but anything you do, you can still make an impact. So can you heal yourself through your profession, through your work? Can you then, next step is, can you heal the humanity, or at least the people you're coming in contact with through your profession, through your work, through your career? And that will happen only once you align that with your purpose. So the work will ultimately not just sustain you, it will actually push you towards your destiny. The other thing is, at work or in your business, in your company, be very careful. There may be ego clashes. There may be a lot of friction. Again, the relationships at work will be transformed. You may think, oh, this guy, this colleague is my best friend. No, things may shift. You will see the truth. The truth will be revealed. And in fact, if you are, let's say, starting a new job or there's new networking events, make sure any new alliances or agreements or networking that you're doing or making new friends at work, be very careful, be very cautious. So there will be change, there will be transformation in the type of friends you have at work or the associations, and also your connection with the superiors, with the managers, with the bosses, and especially with the authority figures and even the government authorities. So all those areas will undergo a huge, massive transformation. And one thing is, because Rahu is innovation and technology and AI and all of that. So at work, try to use a lot of AI, a lot of innovation, a lot of new age, new technology. Think outside the box. Sky is the limit. See, Rahu in the 10th house can make you the next Elon Musk. So the biggest innovator of our time. So these 7 months, you have that power, you have that energy, the blessings of Varuna and Rahu Maharaj to create, to innovate in your work, in your profession. And again, watch the intro section and the remedies section. We discuss lots of remedies that you can do. Also, you can go on my website, .com. There's a planetary remedies section. You can check remedies for Rahu, for Shani Maharaj, and for Lord Shiva. Rahu in Shatabhishak for 7 months for Gemini rising or Gemini moon sign. Now, you can watch this transit both from the rising sign or from the moon sign, but the purpose is different. If you want to see the external manifestation, the physical reality of these transits, the results, you want to see from the rising sign. If you want to see how this transit will impact you emotionally at the mind level, then you want to see from the moon sign. And first of all, watch the intro section and watch the remedies section, very important. And then you can discuss the Gemini sign. So for Gemini, Rahu will be transiting through the sign of Aquarius in the Nakshatra of Shatabhishak. That is your 9th house. As I mentioned in the intro section also, this is a time of breakdowns and breakthroughs. This is the time for shattering of illusions. Now, which areas? I discussed the generic effects in the intro section, but then for Gemini, this is your 9th house. First of all, you may actually see the reality about your gurus. People you thought were your gurus, or you had certain opinion or knowledge about your gurus, that will transform. You may see a lot of fake gurus. Those secrets will be revealed. Or, in fact, even you may meet some gurus from the past life, or just in general, people will come and guide you all of a sudden. So there's going to be a karmic exchange with your gurus at a very deep soul level. So you'll be fascinated by this, your spiritual path, basically by the gurus, and also any dharmic work, so that is 9th house. The belief system itself may collapse. You may embrace a new belief system, a new way of following your dharma, and you may question. But then Varuna will give you healing. So you will discover what really soothes you, what spiritual path soothes you, what spiritual path is meant for you. Based on your chart, based on your dharma, based on your DNA, what is this? Which guru should you follow? Which religion even? Rahu in the 9th house may even make you change your religious perspective. In fact, we see if you have Rahu in the 9th house in the natal chart, then we see people completely change their religion from the one they are born in. And so this is going to be very transformative. You may change first of all, you may change your religious beliefs, or you may completely change your religion, or you may change your gurus. There'll be radical transformation. but the truth will be revealed. So this will give you long-term perspective and vision of what your spiritual path is, who are your gurus, and then also who are your spiritual brothers and sisters, your sangha. Sangha means your spiritual brothers and sisters. The truth will be revealed about them. So people who you hang out with in a spiritual setting, those connections will deepen, they will become real. You won't have any superficial connections in the temples or things that are not serving you anymore. So just for the sake of hanging out with people like the spiritual gathering, you may say those will dissolve. So you won't have those anymore. Now, also ninth house is long distance travel, especially for spiritual purposes also. So this is a perfect time actually to travel with your sangha, with your gurus, or travel long distance to meet your gurus and discover some secrets. You will actually, if you go on a pilgrimage during this period, you will discover some secrets that will help you resolve your dharmic path, solidify your dharmic path, your belief system. Okay, so this is like a spiritual awakening. For Gemini rising or Gemini moon sign, your ninth house, that is also your Bhagyasthan, this will reveal a lot of secrets so that you'll realize, you'll feel that you're finally feeling lucky. Lucky as in, okay, so this makes sense. This is my true path. This is my dharma. You'll find your guru, you'll find your sangha, spiritual brothers, sisters, and you'll find your spiritual path. Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami and Sangam Sharanam Gacchami. So those things will actually be clarified for you. And so a powerful time also to go deep and do some research work. That could be for higher studies or say PhD and things like that's the ninth house, but also in terms of spiritual, like wisdom, gaining wisdom, especially unconventional wisdom, even using technology, that is Rahu, to gain spiritual wisdom to help progress in your spiritual path. You can use online resources or AI stuff, anything in your spiritual work, in your spirit. Like also go to temples, sit in a temple that will transform your energy. Ninth house represents the religious place or temple or church, wherever you go. So go and sit there, do your sadhana, do your puja, do your worship. And again, watch the intro section for remedies. And then also you can do more remedies for Rahu, for Shani, for Lord Shiva. And then giving any donations for spiritual causes, for temples and for priests, those will be very powerful for Gemini rising and Gemini moon sign. Rahu in Shatabhishak for 7 months from December 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. For Cancer rising or Cancer moon sign, so you can watch this transit both if you're Cancer rising or Cancer moon sign for different purposes. You want to see the external reality, the physical manifestation of the results of a transit from the rising sign and how the transit will impact you emotionally on your mind that you see from the moon sign. And again, watch the intro section, watch the remedy section also. Very important, useful discussion. So now for Cancer rising or Cancer moon sign, Rahu will be transiting through your 8th house in the Shatabhishak Nakshatra in the sign of Aquarius. First of all, I call this as breakdown and breakthrough phase. The Rahu in Shatabhishak, again, go back to 2007, 2008. That was the last time Rahu was in Shatabhishak. So this is a time, this is literally for Cancer, it's going to be transformative. 8th house, the one word for 8th house is transformation. And so you can say this transit is going to be like the dark night before rebirth. So there'll be a complete transformation in all aspects of your life. There may be secrets that will be revealed. 8th house represents the hidden secrets. 8th house also, just like the 8th sign of Scorpio, it is the bottom of the ocean. It's the depths of the ocean. So both it is dark in there, but also there is secrets for healing. And first of all, Rahu in the 8th house makes you fearless to go deep, to learn esoteric stuff, but also to face the fears. See, moon in the 8th house doesn't do very well because moon feels lost at the depths of the ocean, whereas Rahu is very powerful. So Rahu in the 8th house will give you the courage, the strength to be fearless and discover the truth. One thing is certain, for Cancer rising or Cancer moon sign, a lot of secrets will be revealed. Now that could be good. You may see the secrets of the universe, who you are, your purpose, or it could also be at the level of like scandals and whatever relationship secrets and things like that. Those could get ugly also. So the hidden truth will be revealed. Varuna, the lord of Shatabhishak, the deity for Shatabhishak, is the one who reveals the truth. He is the one who keeps the law, upholds the law, the dharma. And he's the lord of the cosmic waters. So literally the ocean, the bottom of the ocean, that is ruled by Varuna. So he keeps all the secrets. He reveals all the secrets. And Rahu will give you the energy. Rahu will not stop short of going all the way. And so this is going to be, it's like maybe the old trauma will rise to the surface and lead to permanent healing. There could be, of course, a lot of emotional vulnerability. It's going to be a very sensitive period. You will feel also emotionally isolated also, because the symbol of Shatabhishak is an empty circle. So there's a lot of introspection going within, intuition, isolation. But then out of all of that, it's like phoenix rising with all the emotional vulnerability. It keeps on intensifying, and then you discover the truth, who you are, your purpose. So there could be like sudden shock that will transform you, like all of a sudden Kundalini rising. So those kinds of things you may experience. Of course, this is not medical advice. This is not financial advice. This is just energy of the planets. And you'll feel more psychological experiences. You'll be more aware of the sixth sense, your intuition. The otherworldly experiences will be there. Okay. So this will be a period of huge karmic detox for you. And the things that don't matter or the superficial stuff will dissolve, and there'll be transformation, and the real truth will be revealed. In terms of recommendations, do lots of spiritual work. Go within and stay grounded. Do lots and lots of pranayam, lots of Durga mantras. That is the deity for Rahu. Lots of Shani mantras, lots of Shiva mantras, Abhishek on Shivalingam every Monday, Pradosh Vrat and all of that. Oh, those remedies will be powerful. And then also, Rahu is unconventional. Rahu is illusion and Maya and all that. So be very innovative when it comes to going deep, as in learn new healing modalities, go deep, get some energy healing sessions, things like that. But also do lots of research. 8th house is the research. That could be for your work, for your profession also, maybe like PhD and things like that. Or if you're in that field, then great. But also for the spiritual quest. Go deeper into the spiritual realm, who you are, find your purpose. Those secrets will be revealed to you by the end of this transit. So that's for Cancer rising or Cancer moon sign. Rahu in Shatabhishak Nakshatra for 7 months based on the true node motion of Rahu and Ketu. That'll be December 1st through June 30th. For Leo rising or Leo moon sign. You can watch these transits both from the rising sign or the moon sign. Purpose is different. If you want to see the external manifestation, physical reality, that is the Lagna. If you want to see the emotional impact of these transits, then you watch from the moon sign. But of course, first watch the intro section and the remedies. Very powerful, very important sections. And then move on to watch this Leo rising or Leo moon. So for Leo rising and moon, Rahu will be transiting through your 7th house in the sign of Aquarius through the nakshatra of Shatabhishak. So 7th house, and I call this the period of the transit of breakdown and then breakthrough. And 7th house represents all our relationships, one-on-one partnerships and relationships. So there will be essentially the illusion of the other will break. That means whatever you thought about your partner, whatever you thought about your your life partner or your business partner, those illusions will shatter. By the end of this period, you will have complete clarity as to, first of all, what kind of partner you want, you need for your karmic journey. That'll help with your karmic journey. Secondly, if you're already married, then you'll have this huge transformation in your relationship. You'll have clarity, you'll have focus, you'll have this shared vision of the future. And same thing with your business partnership. So if you any business partnership, any one-on-one business partnership you have, you've got to be very careful. This is a period which could actually transform, or you may lose some of the business partners, and then it'll give you healing in that area. That means you may gain or you may develop some powerful new business partnerships that will help you throughout the rest of your life. So this is a period of first, the illusions will shatter. So you may lose people in your life, or you may lose the way you looked at them. You may lose the energy of the relationship as it is right now. And then that will be transformed into either a new partner, new relationship, or new energy in your existing relationship. But it is for certain that your relationships will never be the same again. There's also going to be a lot of focus on your emotional boundaries, how you perceive other people. This is my space, this is your space, but also how far you go to please other people. In a relationship, a lot of times people just bury themselves. They completely forget about themselves. So the emotional boundaries will be revealed. You will not be completely giving up yourself to serve other people, the kind of people that are not healthy and holistic for your spiritual path, for your growth. There'll be clearing of the maybe past life karmic relationships. You may also attract very high energy, high frequency, high vibration partnerships in your life. So this is going to be transformative, but also Rahu is unconventional. So there may be a lot of unconventional things in your relationship, like you may have to change things around, or just especially, let's say, foreign travel, new experiences, travel with your partner to a foreign country. That's a perfect remedy for Leo rising or Leo moon sign, is to do unconventional things. Go to a foreign country with your partner, or there are also chances, if you're looking to get married and partner, you may actually find somebody in a foreign country or a foreigner. But also, this is a period when you want to be open to other person's point of view. So you may not get along with your partner if you think that they need to think the way you think, because Rahu is unconventional. Rahu is a maverick. Rahu goes against the societal norms, and so you will not find this like cozy, perfect kind of a made for each other kind of partnership during this transit. This will completely change and bring a lot of new perspective. In fact, it's going to be new experiences, and basically your relationships will undergo purification and transformation. All the remedies I mentioned in the intro section, you can do those with your partner, but also on individual level, you can do lots of remedies for Rahu, Anulom Vilom Pranayam, Durga mantras. You can see some of those on my website, bharatastroveda.com, under planetary remedies. So that's for Leo rising or Leo moon sign. Rahu in Shatabhishak for 7 months, December 1st to 2025 through June 30th, 2026. That's based on the true motion of the nodes of Rahu and Ketu. Watch the intro section and then also watch the remedies, generic remedies for everybody. Now you can watch this section if you're Virgo rising or if you're Virgo moon sign, but for different purposes. If you want to see the external manifestation, how this transit will impact you practically in the external life, then you see from the rising sign. If you want to see how this transit will impact you emotionally at the mind level, then you can see from the moon sign if you're Virgo moon. Virgo rising or Virgo moon sign, Rahu will be transiting through your 6th house in the sign of Aquarius. This is going to be a phase of healing for you, healing the body, mind system. 6th house, first and foremost, represents your health. So there may be some old ailments that may flare up first, but then they'll lead to eventual and permanent healing. So I call this transit as the breakdown and then breakthrough. That means first things will shatter. There'll be transformation. Old ways will dissolve. And then there'll be new breakthroughs, because Rahu is innovation and powerful innovation. New ideas, new solutions will come up with respect to the areas of the house wherever Rahu is transiting based on your rising sign or the moon sign. Your health routine will change. You will have old ways of doing things, like your old health routine may not work anymore. You may have to reinvent your health routine. And so you'll start taking care of your health like never before. Doesn't mean that you'll feel 100% healthy from day one. That means first, before a blessing, there's always this period of turmoil or suffering, you can say. So you will have some things come up to the surface. So if you want to heal from deep within, you have to let go of the ailment, of the suffering, of the poison that is underneath. Only then you'll feel the healing. So the blessings will come after suffering, maybe. And so this period will first make you very conscious of your health. You'll take things in your hands. You'll take charge. You'll start maybe unconventional health routine, but Rahu will give you all the strength so to persevere. If earlier you had issues sticking to a health routine, trust me, start now. Start afresh. You will have success. You will really make a huge change in your overall health. So this is the period for self-healing. See, Shatabhishak is 100 physicians. Varuna. So Varuna is the lord of the cosmic waters. And so literally, Rahu there is triggering all that energy. Rahu is activating all of that energy. Rahu is telling you, hey, you have the power of 100 physicians at your disposal. So heal yourself both physically, mentally, emotionally. So this is the period of healing, absolutely fantastic phase. These 7 months will transform you. You'll be a new person, a completely new person in terms of looking at yourself as 100% healthy overall human being. The second thing is your enemies and obstacles and challenges. That's the sixth house. Rahu in the sixth house is very powerful. It's one of the Upachaya sthanas. It actually destroys the enemy completely. And so Rahu in the sixth house will give you all the courage and strength to fight the enemy, both the inner enemy and the external. Inner enemy is the Shadripus, the six weaknesses that we all have, the six enemies that we all have, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsarya. So Rahu will dissolve all those enemies. It'll give you the power to fight with these internal enemies. And then external enemies also. If there are any legal cases, if there are any obstacles, if people are troubling you at work, especially, those will stop troubling you. You will have the force, the courage to face those head on. Now, this is not legal advice. This is not financial advice. This is energy of the planets. But Rahu will give this courage and strength to face any challenges in your life, including external enemies. And so that's going to be very powerful energy. Then Rahu will also give you unconventional ideas or ways of helping other people. So these 7 months, think outside the box in terms of how you can serve the humanity, how you can help other people, especially health-related issues. So help other people heal. 100 physicians at your disposal. So not just for your own healing, once you heal yourself, or at the same time also try to heal other people. That in turn will heal yourself as well. So provide healing, these energies to other people as literally as a healer, or just through your words, through your actions, through sharing your wisdom. Anyway, it doesn't have to be like a formal doctor, but if you're in the medicine profession, this is going to be fantastic transit for you. Your healing abilities will be on the next level. There'll be like 10x impact of anything that you do related to healing. So that's the powerful impact of Rahu for these certain areas. And then people also ask if you're a student for studies now. So this is a great time for you to sit for competitive exams. In general, all sorts of obstacles, challenges, and exam or all these are a challenge. You will be victorious. You'll be successful in your competitive exams, or if you're trying for anything related to courageous activities. And overall, the theme is, this is like a healer's initiation. You'll be initiated into being a healer. And so that you learn to think of your body as a spiritual instrument that is 100% healthy and holistic and wholesome. Very powerful transformation, but yes, there will be secrets will be revealed about your health, about your enemies or obstacles, challenges, and then you can overcome those challenges and obstacles. Rahu in Shatabhishak Nakshatra for 7 months, December 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. This is based on the true motion of the nodes. Watch the intro section and watch the remedies section. Very useful and interesting discussion. You don't want to miss that. Now, you can watch this video either for Libra rising or if you're Libra moon sign, but for different purposes. You want to see how the transit will impact you in your external life. That you see from the rising sign. But if you want to see the impact of transit on your mind, emotionally, how you will feel the energy of the transit, then you see from the moon sign. So Libra rising or Libra moon sign, Rahu will be transiting through your 5th house in the sign of Aquarius in the Nakshatra of Shatabhishak. So I always say Rahu in Shatabhishak is breakdown followed by breakthrough. Massive innovation, massive breakthrough. But before that, there'll be breakdown, there'll be transformation, the shattering of illusion. Okay, so lots of things going on with Rahu transiting through your 5th house. First of all, your romantic illusions will dissolve. If you are in a romantic relationship already, there will be clarity, there'll be transformation, or altogether there could be ending of one relationship and then you may find another relationship. But no matter what, there will be healing in your romantic relationship. You'll not be wasting time anymore. You'll not be having just a superficial connection with somebody. romantic connection. You'll either go very deep in your current existing relationship, or you'll break that and then find a new one. Or if you're looking for one, you'll find somebody who is at the soul level. That will heal your soul. That's romantic relationship, you'll see, because we're talking about the energy of Varuna, who's the deity of Shatabhishak. And then Shatabhishak is 100 healers. So this is the time of healing your fifth house matters, which one of them is your romantic partnerships. Then fifth house is also your children. So if you're a parent, then this actually could be a very chaotic period when dealing with your children, or in your children may see a lot of change, transformation, chaos, unsettled energy in their life. So what you can do, of course, look at the remedies I mentioned in the intro section, but also you want to do a lot of unconventional things with your children. Maybe go to a foreign country, maybe go to a new restaurant, do lots of pranayama with your children together, or go to the ocean. But at the end of the day, this is a period that will shatter illusion when it comes to your children. So maybe you'll learn a lot of new things about your children, the real truth, or they will have this transformation in their life. So the hidden secrets may be revealed. You may learn new things about your children. There will be, for sure, there will be some children-related karma that will come to surface, and that will help you heal that connection, that relationship at a very deep level. Now, Rahu is innovation. Rahu is unconventional. And Aquarius is the sign of unconventional thinking as well. So this is and fifth house is the house of creativity. So this is a perfect combination for Libra rising or Libra moon sign to be very creative. Sky is the limit. You can really literally give birth to a lot of creative things that will heal the humanity, that will heal your connection with your children, that will heal your children themselves, that will also heal your romantic relationship. So be very creative. Now also, Shatabhishak is, the symbol is an empty circle. So you may feel isolation. You may actually even experience distance from your children during this transit. But that's for a purpose. And ultimately, it'll heal that connection, that relationship. And then also lots of Durga mantras. That's the perfect remedy for Rahu. And this is literally like soul level creativity. The creativity you will not see on the surface. It's not just attend some classes in art, dance, music, and then start doing that. It's not, it's a karmic kind of creativity it's like something you've already mastered in the previous lifetimes. That will come to surface, so that creativity, any form of art, dance, music, anything you do during this transit will actually heal you at a very deep level. That is the 100 physicians. That is the healing work that will heal yourself and your children as well. And fifth house is also mantras and chanting. So it's a good period to actually chant some of the mantras with your students, with your disciples, or with your children. And you can chant Durga mantra, Shiva mantra, Shani mantra. Very powerful. Now, again, this is not medical advice. This is not financial advice. This is just the energy of the planets. And so based on this energy, you can do lots of remedies, things that you can enhance the blessings of Rahu and Varun Devta. That is the ruler, the deity of Shatabhishak. Rahu in Shatabhishak for 7 months, December 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026, based on the true nodes, the true motion of the nodes. And watch the intro section, watch the remedy section. Very interesting, very useful discussion. Now, for Scorpio rising or Scorpio moon sign, you can watch this transit video for both if you're Scorpio rising or if you're Scorpio moon, but for different purposes. You look at the transit from the rising sign if you want to see the external manifestation, the external results, how you will experience the results in your external life. But to see the impact of the transit on your mind emotionally, then you see from the moon sign. So for Scorpio rising or Scorpio moon sign, Rahu is transiting through your fourth house in the sign of Aquarius in the Nakshatra of Shatabhishak for these 7 months. It will completely transform everybody, every single person on this earth, but for different reasons also. For Scorpio rising and moon sign, there will be complete transformation in terms of your heart chakra. Fourth house is Sukhasthana, inner happiness. So the things that make you happy, illusion will dissolve around those areas. So I always say this is transit of, first there'll be breakdown and then there'll be breakthrough. So that means there will be a lot of isolation during this transit. The symbol of Shatabhishak is an empty circle. And the fourth house, this is the fourth house for Scorpio rising Lagna. Fourth house is your Sukhasthan. It's also your place of residence. So you may actually feel this uneasy energy in your home environment. So you need to do lots and lots of grounding exercise, pranayam and oil massage. Then Rahu will also create a lot of karma related to your family. Okay, there'll be cleansing. There may be distance, or emotionally there could be distance from your family members, especially with your mother. Things could actually get difficult with your mother, or in her life she may have challenges. But that is to shatter all illusions so that there could be healing. Shatabhishak is 100 physicians. Literally, healing is the main theme of Shatabhishak. This transit will first of all heal your connection, heal your relationship with your mother if she's still alive, or even if she's not alive. Secondly, this will heal your connection with your family members in general. Also, it'll heal your connection with your own heart chakra. What makes you happy? Some childhood wounds actually may resurface. They may reopen before you finally heal the past trauma from this life or from past lives. And your home may feel unstable. You may feel like running away to the mountains. Your inner world will shift, but solitude becomes the medicine. Okay, so you need emotional stability. There'll be emotional churning, emotional transformation, the fourth house, Sukhasthana. But before that, you may see the emotional roots, those will be exposed. So you will have deep clarity as to what makes you happy emotionally, what triggers you, and also maybe your family lineage, and all the way going back to the ancestors and all that. So those will be some of the themes. There may be transformation in the real estate in terms of if you hold real estate assets, secrets will be revealed. You'll have clarity, and it'll give you lots of big opportunities. But again, this is not real estate advice. This is not financial advice. This is just energy of the planet. So there'll be change, transformation in all of those fourth house matters. But those changes will bring clarity and healing for the long term, for the rest of your life. So it'll be fantastic. And you will, most importantly, you will feel at ease. You will feel this inner happiness by the end of this transit, because it will heal you from within. It'll heal your heart chakra. Now, it's very important for you, for Scorpio rising or moon sign, to release any emotional stuff coming up, to release any difficult karma from the past life, from your childhood, from your ancestors, from your lineage. So there'll be lots of cleansing of that like family karma, childhood karma, but that may not be easy. You'll have experienced a lot of this emotional cleansing before you start feeling more at peace and happy from within. Rahu in Shatabhishak Nakshatra for 7 months, starting December 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. And this is based on the true nodes, not the mean nodes. Watch the intro section, watch the remedy section. Very interesting, useful discussion. You can watch this video both from the rising sign or from the moon sign, but for different purposes. Rising sign gives you the results in the external world, your practical external manifestation. That's your Lagna. But then if you want to see the results at emotional level, how your mind will feel things from within, then you can see from the moon sign. So Sagittarius rising or moon sign, Rahu will be transiting through your third house in the sign of Aquarius in the Nakshatra of Shatabhishak. I call this the phase of this transit as the transit of breakdown and then breakthrough. So watch the intersection. So whatever happened maybe 17, 18 years ago, 2007, 2008, those things will repeat, but at a higher octave. So first of all, Rahu in the third house will transform your connection, your relationship with your younger siblings. Illusion will be shattered. Okay, so there could be very difficult phase. There could be separation also with your younger siblings, emotionally or physically, but it will heal ultimately. So it will dissolve any misunderstanding, misconception, or this energy that's not serving you. So it will help you see through the real power, the value of all your connection with your younger siblings and also with your neighbors, with your close friends. All those relationships will undergo a huge change and transformation. Then your communication is going to be the focus. Rahu in the third house is very powerful. It's one of the Upachaya sthanas. It gives you the courage First, to deal with the day-to-day challenges. Third house is the parakram, right? So it's the courage to deal with issues, obstacles, challenges you face on a daily basis. So that is very good. But then Rahu will also reveal certain secrets in terms of your communication, your written communication, newsletters, marketing, sales, any of that. So that phase, if you have a business and you do all of that, then those things will go transformation. So one good thing is you should use a lot of technology and innovation in your marketing, in your sales, in your communication efforts. Use AI, use all of those techniques and technologies, and think outside the box. You'll be able to reach the masses through your communication. It'll undergo a huge transformation. Then also third house is short distance travels. So Rahu will connect you to a lot of people within your city or short distance travel who will really help you in the long run. But first, it will also it will also shatter any illusion in terms of your network. You'll go around, you'll meet people, maybe your clients, you're giving webinars or just meeting people one-on-one. And then lots of people you thought were your friends or helping you in your business, things like that, those will actually dissolve. So the secrets will be revealed, the true picture will be revealed. So there will be a lot of ending of those kinds of connections, but then you'll also develop the real, solid, true connections with people as you go around and meet a lot of people. But ultimately, you have to speak the truth. Varuna, the deity of Shatabhishak, is the keeper of the truth. So you have to learn to speak the truth if you don't already. This phase will help you. This will train you to speak the truth, but not just speak or say things that are convenient, but you will become an honest speaker, a truthful speaker. You'll find your voice, basically. This is a really powerful transit for you. Then third house represents skills with our hands especially. So use your hands. You can do hand massage. You can, if you do healing work, Reiki or any energy healing, all of that. If you play some instruments, those could be healing. So the theme is healing and therapy and therapeutic healing. So use your maybe music instrument if you play anything or healing work to really heal yourself and then heal the humanity. 11th sign, that is Aquarius. It's all about how we can heal the humanity, reach out to the masses. So Rahu there in the third house will give you all the skills and the courage and the unconventional thinking and connection with people so you can heal yourself first through the music or the skills and then also heal other people. So this is a good transit to work on all of the third house matters, which is your skills with your hands, your creative talents, your written communication, marketing, sales, connection with your younger siblings and your close friends and your neighbors, and also networking with people. See, one of the good, very powerful remedies for Sagittarius rising or moon sign is to do journaling or any kind of writing. If you're a writer, this is going to be fantastic. If not, just start writing your dreams, your experiences, your daily, this like intuition you have. So start writing, because this may be a period of isolation, as I mentioned in the intro section also. You want to be by yourself, but then really use that energy to activate your intuition and inner healing. So start doing journaling. That'll help you a lot. Rahu in Shatabhishak Nakshatra for 7 months from December 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. This is based on the true motion of the nodes, Rahu and Ketu. Watch the intro section, watch the remedy section. Very interesting, useful discussion. You can watch this transit video based on the rising sign or for the moon sign also, but for different purposes. You see the external manifestation and the external results of a transit from the rising sign, from the Lagna. But if you want to see the impact of the transit emotionally on your mind, then you see from the moon sign. So Capricorn rising or moon sign, Rahu is in your second house, in the sign of Aquarius, in the Nakshatra of Shatabhishak. Rahu in Shatabhishak is all about breakdown and then breakthrough. There'll be shattering of illusion with respect to all areas governed by the second house, related to the second house. So first of all, your ideas about your wealth, family wealth, accumulated resources will undergo huge transformation. You will have, this is going to give you a lot of innovative ideas how you can make money or grow your wealth. Keep your options open and you will discover a lot of ways or things that you could never imagine how to make money, basically. Grow your wealth. That's the theme. Grow your wealth in unconventional ways using the power of Rahu, and think big. Rahu is massive. Everything is big with Rahu. Now, again, this is not financial advice, but this is just energy of the planets. And you want to utilize this massive energy of Rahu in your second house to grow, expand your family wealth through innovative ideas, through unconventional ways. So just think outside the box. If you're in the finance industry, that's going to be absolutely fantastic. If not, for everybody else, just focus on initiate new things, maybe new ways of investments or things that you can do to improve your family wealth. Secondly, this is also the Kutumbasthana. This is your family in general. So family dynamics will be revealed. So there'll be shattering of illusion. Maybe some family members you thought were your best friends, but you'll see the truth. The secrets will be revealed. So you'll see the real picture, who is really helping you on your path in your family and who is really causing obstacles and challenges. So the truth will be revealed so that a lot of those connections will be healed, because Shatabhishak is 100 physicians, 100 healers. But if some of those connections are not meant for you, they're not serving you, those will dissolve. So you may feel separation, distance from some of those family members. But at the core, this will heal everything related to your family dynamics. Then second house is your speech. Speech becomes sharp. It's like a karmic blade. See, Rahu knows no boundaries. Rahu is like a maverick. Rahu is also unconventional. So you have to be careful about the words that you speak, but this will help you essentially bring your voice back. If you, throughout your life, if you never had the courage to speak the truth or to speak for yourself, now Rahu in Shatabhishak will give you this massive opportunity to not only speak the truth, but be so powerful that through your speech, not only you can heal yourself, you can heal other people. Because Shatabhishak is 100 physicians, and second house is the speech, and Rahu is big, unconventional speech. So just use your words. No matter, it doesn't have to be like a long speech. Just a few words you share with somebody, those could have a huge healing impact. You never know, you might change somebody's life just through saying hello, just through a few simple words. So do not be shy to use your speech. And also the fourth element, the fourth area with respect to the second house is the food that we eat. And so you will have a huge change in the way you look at food, the diet. And Rahu in the second house in general can give you tendency to have this emotional eating stale food. So those things you have to be careful about. But once you go beyond that, then the food will become the medicine. Okay, that's the meaning of Shatabhishak being activated by Rahu in your second house, is that ultimately you'll discover the dharmic food, the powerful energy healing food that will really heal you from within. So you won't need any medicines. So your speech and your food will actually ultimately heal you. And also you'll build wealth, you'll build the true, powerful connection with your family. So spend a lot of time with your family, spend a lot of time discussing maybe family wealth with your family members, but also focus on your speech and your values, family values, and the food that you eat. So maybe there'll be a lot of cleansing of ancestral karma, the family-related karma. Through your speech or through wealth alignment, all of those areas will be activated. Rahu in Shatabhishak for 7 months, December 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026, based on the true nodes. This is a period of complete transformation for Aquarius people. Watch the intro section, watch the remedy section, very useful and interesting discussion. Now, this is a phase, this is a 7-month period, which will transform you. You will be a new person. This is literally like Phoenix rising. I call this transit as first there'll be some breakdown and then there'll be breakthrough. If you look at Rahu's innovation, Rahu is new technology, new ideas, futuristic ways of thinking, pulling ideas out of thin air. That is all Rahu. Rahu is totally like a maverick. And then Shatabhishak is the healer. So this transit happening in your first house. Now people ask, should I look for the rising sign or the moon sign? You can see for both. If you're Aquarius rising, then this transit will give you results in the external life, in the external world, physical reality. But if you're Aquarius moon sign, then you see the results on the mental level. So both you can apply. But if you're Aquarius rising or moon sign, this transit Rahu in Shatabhishak in Aquarius is happening on your Lagna or the moon sign, the first house basically. First house is you. First house is yourself. First house is your personality. First house is who you are. And the whole chart is, the first house is like a pillar for the whole chart. Okay. So if first house is going through transformation, and this is no ordinary transformation, you can look back maybe 17, 18 years ago, 2007, 2008, what happened? Something profound must have happened in your life 17, 18 years ago. Similar energy is there now, but at a higher octave. So you'll feel that even 10 times more powerful change, transformation. So your whole identity will dissolve, and then soul rebirth will be there. Your old self will dissolve. You'll be a new person, new personality. But also, Shatabhishak, the symbol is an empty circle. So there could be a lot of isolation. That means you should do a lot of meditation. Maybe you can go to an ashram also. But ultimately, you want to use that isolation for self-development. Okay, a lot of contemplation. If you don't have time to go on a retreat or even do meditation, just during your day-to-day life, just be mindful. That's all. Focus on your breath. That's the best remedy, because Rahu is the most Vata planet. That's the Vata energy, the air. And focusing on the breath it'll ground you, it'll bring you to the center, and then it'll honor the Vata energy of Rahu. It'll ground that Vata energy. Of course, if you can do some sort of pranayam, that's even better. So just simple 1 minute pranayam in between your chores, your work, you can still do that. So just focus on your breath, do meditation, go on a retreat if possible, but do lots of soul searching, introspection. Think of what is real, what is not real. So naha iti. That's the Buddhist way of finding the truth is what is real. My body, no, my body is not real. My mind, no, my mind is not real. So going to the ultimate truth, that's what Rahu in Shatabhishak will reveal, because Varuna, the deity for Shatabhishak, he reveals the truth, the secrets at the bottom of the ocean, the pearls of wisdom. And Rahu gives you the strength. Rahu is a maverick. So when Rahu and Shatabhishak combine, the Varuna and Rahu energy, that means the secrets will be revealed, illusions will be shattered, and you'll discover who you are. And also, first house represents your health in general, your immunity. So there may be crisis, there may be you may feel like healing crisis is there, but then ultimately they'll give you a new version of you will emerge, a more healthy and powerful and happy and more confident person will emerge by the end of this transit. Do everything you can. This is a golden period for you. This 7 months will not come back for another 18 years. Okay. So use this to transform yourself, a new personality, a new you. Basically discover who you are, your purpose, find your purpose, your path, your dharma, the whole idea of who you are and why you're here, so that you can heal the humanity. So the whole theme of Shatabhishak is healing. Shatabhishak is 100 physicians, 100 healers. And so first house transit means, first of all, you heal yourself, and then you heal the humanity. See, Aquarius rising or moon sign, your whole purpose in general, one of the main purpose is to heal the humanity using unconventional ways. So this transit is actually triggering that. So the transits actually trigger the promise in the natal chart. And so no matter what your natal chart is, where your other planets are placed, but simply because you're Aquarius rising or moon sign, this transit will activate that Aquarius energy that you're born with. Don't waste this opportunity. Do lots of remedies. And you can also do specific remedies for Rahu also, Rahu and Shani and Lord Shiva. Check out a planetary remedies section on my website, bharat.astroveda.com. You'll see lots of mantras and other remedies. And this is very powerful, exciting phase for Aquarius rising or moon sign. Rahu in Shatabhishak Nakshatra for 7 months from December 1st, 2025 through June 30th, 2026. This is based on the true motion of the nodes. Watch the intersection, watch the remedy section. Very useful discussion. Now, you can watch this video if you're a Pisces rising or if you're a Pisces moon sign, but for different purposes. If you're Pisces rising, then you'll see the results of this transit in the external world, in your life in general. But if you are a Pisces moon sign, then you can see the results at an emotional, mental level. Pisces rising or moon sign, this is a huge transit for you, for everybody actually, but for different reasons. This transit, I call this as the period of breakdown and then breakthrough. Okay, so things will dissolve, secrets will be revealed, illusions will be shattered, And then there'll be a deep healing. That's the whole journey these 7 months. Rahu is transiting through your 12th house in the sign of Aquarius in the Nakshatra of Shatabhishak. This is dissolution of your subconscious illusions or any Maya, any illusion you have in life. This phase will completely shatter those illusions. So this will give you deep clarity. But this is not like easy, like simple, straightforward path. This is the awakening of the subconscious mind, awakening of the intuition that is the 12th house. People sometimes say that in my videos, I talk a lot about subconscious or past life regression, astral travel, all of that. But if there is any involvement of the 12th house or the 8th house also, then this is the whole energy that you're dealing with. Pisces rising or moon sign, first of all, this will activate your connection with your ancestors. You may have experiences from the past life. All of a sudden, people from the past life may surface to clear the karmic debt. But there could be challenges. There could be this cleansing phase first. It won't be easy. There'll be, because when karma is coming to the surface, it's not like it's a bubble, but it causes suffering. You have to let go. You have to release that karma. Then the blessings come. Then you feel that light or that blessing. Karma related with your ancestors, karma related with their past life trauma or anything, or your childhood, all those things could come to surface, but to heal yourself, to heal you permanently from within. So do lots of these things. I always say astral travel, past life regression, yoga nidra, and sleep may be disturbed. These 7 months, your sleep may be totally chaotic. So you have to do lots of grounding exercises, lots of pranayam, and then Durga mantras. And especially if you go on a retreat, that'll be the ideal thing to do, because Shatabhishak, the symbol is an empty circle. There'll be a lot of isolation for everybody, but for you especially, 12th house is the house of isolation. And you will feel this melancholy, this isolation, but use that to your advantage. Go on a retreat, do a lot of journaling, do a lot of this lucid dreaming, try to understand the subconscious mind, do tarpan, do rituals for the ancestors. And there could be like fears that originate from the past lives that may come to surface. So just want to let go, and by being in solitude, and you will see a lot of spiritual breakthroughs for you unfolding. This is a period of healing for everybody, for all 12 rising signs and moon signs. But for Pisces rising moon sign, this is a period of healing through your subconscious mind, through the release of past life trauma, through the release of any ancestral karma, maybe like Pitru dosh or things that you have. If you have those in your natal chart, even a more powerful transit for you to get rid of those, some of the karmic debt. And so this will complete a karmic cycle for you. 12th house is the last house, is the ending of the cycle, right? So you'll cleanse a lot of samskaras, a lot of karmic debt from the previous lifetimes. And especially focus on dreams. Yoga nidra or lucid dreaming, those things. So you may have a lot of healing through your dreams. You may get a lot of answers. You may get a lot of messages in your dreams. So focus on activating your subconscious mind. And also you may see a lot of connection with people from foreign countries. There may be opportunities from foreign countries. You may travel abroad. You may have projects coming from abroad, or you may just connect with people and give donation, give some kind of charity to foreign related cause. And you may also get a lot of ideas and innovative ways of doing investments. 12th house relates to our investments in general. Now, again, this is not investment advice. This is not financial advice. It's just the energy of the planets. So Rahu will completely activate everything related to the subconscious mind, or the beyond the three-dimensional existence. So be very open-minded and just don't think of don't look for logic, don't look for reason why things are happening. You will have revelations, you'll have these all of a sudden experiences, transformation and change happening. So this 7 months will give you powerful spiritual awakening at a subconscious level.